Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Free your mind.
Yes, I listened to Bras, Panties and Sports. That's right. There's a Spitface, and once again they let me in the studio. Now I thought I was gonna be able to be here with them two fine women, the first lady of sports talk, and Jennifer, that Shimmy shake girl. I likes them, but I sees that they is out. One is in Barbados, and the other one is performing, but they just snuck in a superstar. Like I said, she over here twinkling and stuff, and you know what? And her name, I'm going to tell you more about her in a minute, because you are listening to Bras, Panties and Sports. The panel today, the panel includes Antoinette, Cheryl Smith, the first lady of sports talk who ain't here today, and DizzieMac, and we got and that original Shimmy shake girl, Jennifer, who ain't here today because she out performing. We got Joe Midas Mind of Your Prosperity Insight, the best from the West, Andre Ramirez of ExtremeSportsPicks.com to be sticking his nose into the studio a little bit later on, and our special guest, big-legged, fine performer, Jeanine, and we will be hearing a few tracks from her album, Thank You, on Shout Out. Jeanine, welcome to the show, baby.
Thank you.
You're looking good. You're about the finest woman I done seen on radio.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here.
And babe, let me tell you something. Fortunately, DizzieMac got some backup. So give her a mimosa, pass her. Give her a little fruit, something in one of them sweet rolls. There, take care of her. But right now, Midas mine. I'm ready to hear from you and the crew. What you saying?
All right, Spitty, each week we try to figure out what's going on in the sports world. Not the plays of the week, more like the players of the week. Are they trying to tell us something? So we ask, what you saying? Fly, little birdie, fly. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. So I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let the spirit carry me. I want to fly. I want to fly right into the future. The little bird is known as Nada, wishes he could fly far away after getting busted using Adderall and receiving a 4-game suspension just when his team needs him the most, going into the final push for the NFL playoffs. Can the Ravens conjure the spirit of Ray Ray? Can the defense step up? Is it time to just go ahead and print some vacation tickets? Ray Lewis, Ray Rayner, rocking Ray Charles, and the Steve Miller Band are asking, what you saying? DizzieMac, what's going on here?
Man, I tell you, Midas mine. That Adderall done got another one. I tell you, they just can't stop, can they? I don't know. But, hey, that is a big blow to that defense. The defense will have to step up. I believe it will. Midas mine, I believe it will. They're in the middle of a playoff race. The AFC is up for grabs. Everybody has a chance to fit in and get in at some point. They're going to have to do it. And they're going to have to pick up their fallen soldier. Even though he does have a little egg on his face. They can wipe that off with a win. But he is not helping his team. He didn't help his team. But the Ravens aren't going nowhere. They're going to not go on vacation for a little while longer. They can step up. They can step up. They ain't going on vacation. They ain't going fishing yet. Midas mine.
But they are pretty close, huh?
See, I like the Ravens. The Ravens have got skills. They got Joe Flacco. And when you got Flacco, even though it may mean skinny in Spanish, you got a lot.
Joe Cool. Spitface.
I'm going to tell you that. First of all, pay me some money and tell me not to smoke weed, drink, fornicate, and don't take no Adderall, and say $10 million. I'm a no drinking, no Adderall, no smoking weed, no fornicating in a moment. Because I'm going to tell you something. On the off season, it's on. It's on during the off season. So you big dummy. Ain't got it. You a big dummy. Your team got to face the Dolphins. Now, they need some defense because Dolphins can play. They playing. They getting good. They need a big dude in the middle. But the Jaguars, I think they can handle them. The Texans, you never know when you got kilowatt on the opposite end. And then them Browns, still a question mark. So, and I just got to say that and say this to all the big dummies in the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, soccer, swimming, pro athletics of all type where you getting some dollars at Bucky Bucks. Off season.
Preach.
Off season.
Preach. You know, Spitty, I understand these guys are out here, and really they taking the Adderall because they want to perform so well for their team, but they keep thinking they can get away with something they can't get away with. I'm hoping, for the Ravens' sake, that Steve Smith, the old 35-year-old legs that's still running rings around these youngsters, I'm hoping, like DizzieMac said, that Joe Flacco can connect with him and Torrey Smith and kind of save the day for this team. A couple of years ago, I saw Skip Bayless ask a Raven whether or not their season was over. And he was kind of trying to clown him. And, it's easy to hate Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is so likable. He makes you like Stephen A. Smith. But it just turns out that particular year, the Ravens made a late second comeback and won the Super Bowl. So maybe they're not quite done yet. But let me say this. I need to turn this over to DizzieMac because I know he's going to knock me out.
That's right, Joe. Don't call it a comeback. Been here for years. Rocking my peers, putting suckers of fear. Making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom. Explosion. Overpowered. Over the competition, I'm towering. Wrecking stop when I drop these lyrics that'll make you call for Don't you dare stay. You better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest that all get just sliced and diced. Competition paying no price. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. We're not talking about Lennox Lewis. KO of Hakeem Rahman. Roy Jones Jr. KO of Montel Griffin. Or Mike Tyson. That's ludicrous. KO of Michael Spinks. We're talking about a knockout punch handed by the Rams on the wait a minute. On the hapless Oakland Raiders. Well, they're hapless this year. Is it time to sell the team to new owners? Is it time to move to LA? Is it time to change the name of the Raiders to the Can't Players? And the Snake Stabler, our shield, Jim Plunkett are asking, what you saying? Hey, this is not our year. I'm not going to even pretend that we got anything cooking or anything moving and shaking out there in Oakland. But I'm going to ride till the wheels fall off. Joe, I can't give up. I can't give up. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend. Keep the team in Oakland. That's our identity, the black hole. We can't go nowhere. New owners, if you do buy the team, keep it in Oakland. Second, you may can move to L.A., but don't go no other place outside of California. And keep the Raiders. You got to keep the Raiders. Here it is. I'm sitting over here. Ronnie B. passing me my patch, man. You know, y'all got me all emotional talking about my Raiders. Win, baby. Just win, baby. Just win for DizzieMac. I don't know. Joe, help me out here, brother. What you saying?
DizzieMac, the Raiders' identity is purely Oakland. I know they spent that few years in L.A., but the identity is Oakland. I mean, these are the Raiders. These are the outcasts. These are the gangsters. These are the criminals. These are people who can't play no place else but come together in Oakland to shock the world. But DizzieMac, those are days gone by, baby. Those might be days gone by, baby.
Don't say it, Joe. Say it ain't so, Joe.
Oh, no, it ain't so. It ain't so. They're making a comeback. They are going to come back. And you know what? I got to admit, I'm impressed with David Carr. The quarterback change has been good. They got a couple of receivers over there, but it seems like they always have backs to get hurt. They seem to always find a way to give it up. And, you know, they got to do something. But as long as y'all keep piling into the stands to get them ass whoopings live, I don't see why they should sell the team. Spitty, what you think?
You know that the Midas man is a scholar with a dollar. But I will say this: the Raider ownership ain't Jerry Jones.
Ooh.
Because if the Raider ownership was like Jerry Jones, and they was making that Dallas Cowboy, because the Raiders ain't making the cash. They are not making the cash. Because at Raider merchandise, it's like you got the strongholds, but everybody else, who jersey you gonna wear?
Silver and black. Silver and black.
Who jersey you gonna wear? But Jeanine, I got a question for you, Jeanine.
Okay, I'm here. I can answer the question. Sure.
Okay, I just wanted to know: are you just naturally fine, or did you have to work on it?
Wow. That's a good question. I believe that I was born with a pretty good head start in terms of genes. My parents are very attractive. But I also had to work on it. In the past year, I've lost about 40 pounds. So I definitely did some work.
I like me some Amazon women. And you wear it well, baby. You wear it well. But like I said, getting back to the Raiders, I think they need Midas man to buy the team.
Oh, that's a thought.
Stay in Oakland, but let Midas man own the team. Keep the quarterback and win, baby. Win.
Just win. Hey, just win. I tell you, but hey, as long as we stop tackling our own players on punts, return, we should be okay. Okay. Hey, Joe, take me out of my misery, man. Take us to break.
All right. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we have a performance from the beautiful Jeanine on the first part of Shout Out.
Free Mr. Vine.
Oh, beautiful, just beautiful. Oh, how adorable is that?
Edible Arrangements has a fresh fruit bouquet to make any occasion special. Our bouquets are made with fresh premium fruit, arranged in a variety of stunning displays. Make every occasion special with Edible Arrangements. Guys, the baby's over here.
Oh, all right. Okay, yes.
And don't even think about touching my edible arrangement.
For pickup or delivery nationwide, call 877-DO-FRUIT, 877-DO-FRUIT, or go to ediblearrangement.com. That's ediblearrangement.com. Yeah.
Oh, my. What a nice looking baby you've got there.
Make all your special moments. Moments with Edible Arrangements.
The music flows in from around the globe. to get a shout out from the panel. Spitface, I cannot wait to hear the music from Jeanine.
Hey, on shout out, we feature new independent artists who are looking to find their shining star. If we like what we hear, we get a track or a shout out. If we don't like it, we hit the mute button. Today, we are featuring music from Jeanine out of Asheville, North Carolina, from the album Thank You. I just love that. Thank you, baby. And so today in the studio, we actually have Jeanine here. So, you know, she done stepped out on a limb, threw her tracks out here, so that, you know, and the panel, they got that look. I'm looking at Midas mine. He over there being stone face. And then, you know, and DizzieMac, he over there, look, he done went and pasted a zipper on his lips. So you know, you know, so it might be some stuff going, but I'm gonna put it like this: Jeanine ain't only fine. She ain't only fine. She good looking. Jeanine, how long? Jeanine, before we throw this track out here, how long have you been entertaining? And tell us what happened the first time you got paid for performing, the first time you got some ducky ducks.
Wow. Okay. Well, I got into performing when I went to school at Clark Lane University. School's over. I went home to Chicago after 4 years. I said, okay, well, I'm not going to stay in Atlanta. I tried, but I ended up finding a job in Chicago, and it was at that point that I started singing with a band. And when I sang with the band, I actually made $50 the first time I performed. I made $50. Over the years, it's gone up. That was my first experience in a local band.
And what did you do with that $50?
Wow, I think I put gas in my car. and then later on I got to, you know, when I moved to New York after, I'm sure we'll get into my story of how I started in the music. 2 people were instrumental in letting me know that this is something that I should pursue for a life path. But then when I moved to New York, I ended up singing background for Stevie Wonder one day. That was nice to get paid to do that. You know, so I feel like I after making $50 over the years, toured Australia, that was nice. So over the years, my performance rates have gone up. And I'm truly grateful.
Today you charge a little more than $50.
Yeah. Yes,
well, you know,
more details.
We may have to see when you start accumulating assets. See, we turn you over to the Midas man.
Preach.
Let you hang out in the bank vault with him.
Very nice. I love that.
Now, the first track we are playing is a track called, the name of the track is Rather Be With You.
I'd rather be with you, be with you. I'd rather be with you, I'd rather be with you. I'd rather that you didn't call me to make plans, but I'm so impatient and afraid. I'm driving to your house to cry of my love now. You would love it when I'm in your cell at 2 a.m. Can you feel me? Sitting home by myself on a Friday. We both know I'd rather be with you. I accept the fact that things didn't go my way. One of the things that single girls go through. Eventually you'll come back over my place. We can get back into what we like to do. You already know what's going on in my mind. In case you don't, I'd rather be with you. Don't be afraid of me, baby. Be with you. I'm always to see you. Get out of my house.
rather be with you. From Jeanine. Well, you know, we got to go to the panel. DizzieMac.
We shouting that out. Man, that was nice. Jeanine, I love that. You see that? You see the bearskin rug is right next to you now.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yes.
And yes, he is naked. That's natural hair. That's natural hair.
That's natural.
Midas mind the man that counts the dollars. Are we shouting it out, or you hitting the mute button? She a big girl. She a fine Amazon, so she can take it.
Pure shout out. But I'm a little bit confused because I thought Jeanine and I had something that was special and something was private. It was like she reported it and put it out here on us.
You gotta watch him. You gotta watch him, boy. Now, Jeanine. Now, I'm gonna just let you know. I may be a easy lover, but I'm choosy. So I'd rather be with you. I'd rather be with you. Now, so I'm giving it a shout out.
Yes, that's great. Thank you. That is excellent.
Now, Jeanine, what was the most challenging part of creating Rather Be With You?
Wow. Well, engineering it and mixing it myself, that was challenging. I am working to be a better artist all around, and that includes understanding how to make a record from beginning to end. I wrote the song, I found the track, I contacted the producer, I had to get the producer to sign off on it. So it's more than just me showing up, singing a little tune. I actually had to engineer and orchestrate the entire creation from nothing, from an idea in my head. Because when I heard the beat, I said, I was like, I'd rather, all I heard was I'd rather. And the more I got into it, the song just turned into a story of a woman who jokingly wanted to stalk a man that she was very much in love with. So, yeah, I enjoyed it, but the most challenging part was doing everything associated with making it something that you could listen to today.
Stalk me, baby. I'll leave breadcrumbs for you to follow. Now I see Midas mine over there. He done put his stack of dollars down, so I know he got a question for you, Jeanine. What's up, Midas mine?
Jeanine, I want to make this more serious and why you took the road you took. And you were in Chicago. You left there and have to Australia, I heard earlier. Went to New York where you were convinced to make this a career. Why not in magnificent Chicago, Illinois? Is the atmosphere wrong for young artists?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily wrong. I felt like I had to become a well-rounded, world-class person. Not saying that Chicago is not well-rounded and world-class, but I had to experiences in order to feel like I was living my life right, according to my standards. On top of that, I felt like I had hit a wall in Chicago. I had performed at the top clubs. I had opened for whoever came through. It wasn't enough. I had been to the radio station and sat there, and at both 92.3 and WGC, I asked both of them to play my music. They didn't do it. Like, what else?
Wait, Jeanine, wait. Now, we know they need a slap.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know we playing your music. It is already in the rotate on Old Grumpy Radio, Old Grumpy New York, Old Grumpy Pacifica, Old Grumpy Chicago. That's right, Old Grumpy Chicago. And I got it on my personal computer.
Well, see, thank you. I appreciate that. I follow those that love me.
We ain't messing around. But Jeanine, we gonna hear more from Jeanine on part 2, a shout out. But I hear something. I hear something, and I got a feeling that something might be a little something from one of our favorite underwater friends. I just am getting a sensation that, especially since I got all this water, that all of a sudden is all up on me. Is it time for Flip It?
And we are flippers, live in a world full of wonder, flying there under the
All right, it's time for Flip It, one of my favorite parts of this show, where the host defend a point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. I love that little flipper, that little silly laugh. I love that. It be cracking me up every time I hear it and stuff. And see, now I had to explain it to them because some of my folks is back, they live back in the woods and the country and everything. They think flipper is a big tuna. And they trying to figure out how to make a casserole. All right. Now, after the latest meltdown by the NFL team out of Washington with the racist name, the Indian tribes now have a new defense. They say the name should be changed because nobody should have to be associated with this level of dysfunction, ineptitude, and crap. So now they done said, forget the races, which you want to be associated with this losing team. So we're asking the panel to defend. Keep RG3 and get rid of Jay Gruden, the alleged quarterback genius. DizzieMac, defend.
Dan Snyder did not spend all that money for RG3 to get rid of him. When the team is playing bad, who is afraid to go? Jay Gruden. You might as well do like your brother, get up in the booth and start doing some color commentary, because your days in the Capitol are long if you keep messing with RG3, who is Daniel Snyder's #1 draft pick. You got to keep RG3. You invested too much money in him. I can't say nothing else, but it's about the money. And Jay Gruden, you are not the QB genius you thought you were. You only got the job because of your brother. Big brother, that is.
All right, we heard the defense from DizzieMac. Bye Birdie Gruden, the J-Boy. But Midas mind, keep RG3 and get rid of Jay Gruden, the fan.
Spitface, you got to keep RG3. We saw RG3 as a rookie. We saw RG3 when he was in college at Baylor. Now, I'm going to give it to you. That was 3-4 years ago. So let's look at what's happening here. RG3, young quarterback, comes out of college, goes to the team with the racist name. One of the worst, I don't care about my player coaches in history, Mike Shanahan, is his coach. This guy gives up everything for the coach. And you know what? That should be a lesson to slaves. Know when to stop letting a good crack. But anyway, the bottom line is Mike Shanahan, a guy that don't even care about his players, made this guy into a Rookie of the Year. Now, Jay Gruden comes along, and he can't stand RG3. Now, there's a problem there. Because Jay Gruden, what have you done? Not for me lately, but what have you done? Other than being born under your brother, who, by the way, other than have a scrunchy face and being called Chucky, didn't do nothing but inherit a championship team from Tony Durkee. So you ain't done nothing, and truthfully, your brother got a gift. Now you're trying to get rid of a Rookie of the Year? Get out of here. Get rid of Jay Gruden.
We heard that passionate defense from the Midas man and the naked one over there on the bearskin rug. But he got his patch on. I do see a little tear coming outside that patch. It's okay. It's okay, Dizzy. There are better days ahead. We go flip the script. We asked the panel, because this is Flip It. You don't know where these boys will really land on. We asked the panel to defend. RG3 had a sensational rookie year, but injury robbed him of a bright future. Dump RG3 as damaged goods. Keep the coach, see what he can do with a clean slate. DizzieMac defend.
RG3 has bad luck. That's what you got. Bad luck. Because he got hurt. And he has not been the same since. He has not shown any of those same abilities as he did before the knee, and then hurt his ankle. And you know, Midas Man and Spitface, when your wheels go, it just messes with everything. And he's damaged goods. Let somebody else take a chance of rehabilitating him, reinventing him, getting him back up to health. You got to keep the coach and see what he can do with a clean slate. He's doing all right. He won in Dallas. Sorry about that, Joe. With Colt McCoy. That was hate. But I understand, Joe. But you know, you gotta go with the hot man. You gotta do what you gotta do for the best of the team to give your team the best chance to win. Daniel Snyder doesn't know nothing but just spending money. He doesn't know RG3 is damaged goods. Jay Gruden is the coach. He's been in this a long time. He can see it. Matter of fact, I can smell it. Let him go. Dance with me, Jeanine. Dance.
We asked the panel to defend. RG3 had a sensational rookie year, but injury robbed him of a bright future. Keep the coach. See what he can do with a clean slate. Midas mind defend.
You know, running Jay Gruden really hadn't gotten a fair chance. Sure, he inherited his position from his brother, but he also inherited a wore-out, sorry quarterback that's working on one leg. He was a rookie a year when he had two legs, but without two legs, he is not the man. Moreover, he spent a lot of time talking noise to teammates and coaches before. There's been plenty of rumors that RG3 would go into the film room and would watch everybody else's mistakes, but even wouldn't allow Shanahan and that team to show his mistakes when they were made. He wanted to make himself a little demigod. Now, all of a sudden, with that knee gone, and by the way, it's gone because he kept going back out there under Shanahan's command. You know, once you talk so much stuff on everybody else's mistakes and hide your own, you got to really show some heart. Well, he showed that heart. And that heart took his career don't get rid of a good coach over a newly minted bum.
Obviously, we don't know what side these folks come on, but you know what? Our favorite, the savvy tongue sucker that snuck into the studio. So you know we're gonna hear more from him on the next segment. The one and only Andre Ramirez of ExtremeSportsPicks.com. And Andre, we told the fans that it's basketball season and a brother had to get the lines together and that you slide in when it would work for you. So welcome into the, and you see that little fine thing we got over there too, don't you?
Great, buddy, on Saturday. That's the biggest time where we make all the dough, especially when you got all these college games coming up. And today's actually probably the biggest day in sports betting. So, we got a couple games and we're waiting. The bookmakers got some games locked up right now. They don't know where to go. So, we got our eyes right here waiting for a target, waiting for those numbers to come out. So, some coming for the kill.
All right. Well, hey, look, man, stay with us as best you can. See, we got the inside link, the hookup. That's why we like Andre. Plus, he be making money. Now, we want to stay tuned. Up next, the funnies and our favorite underwater friend on Flip It Part 2.
I'm Boss Hogg, host of The Last Word. When I'm inside or outside of the studio, I have to make sure I wear the best, and that includes the best in eyewear. Ray-Ban eyewear has been worn by those seeking to go from myth to legend. Ray-Ban's selection of legendary styles dating back to 1937 have been worn by the famous, infamous, and everyone in between. Ray-Ban eyewear has stood the test of time. Many of today's top entertainers, athletes, and those who want to make a fashion statement choose from their vast array of styles designed to take you from myth to legendary. To find a store near you or to browse their wide selection, visit Ray-Ban at www.ray-ban.com. That's www.rayban.com. Take it from Boss Hogg. I say rush it when it comes to Ray-Ban. They are the last word when it comes to eyewear that will make your style legendary. Holla!
Welcome back. You are still listening to Bras, Panties and Sports. Our favorite semi-say girl, Miss Jennifer, is entertaining on another show. She will return next week with her shout-outs on Back at You, but it is time for the funnies. Midas mine, over to you.
Miss Jeanine, let me warn you, there are certain folks, when they do or the wild thing, they can get a little bit loud. Apparently, a British woman has received suspended jail sentences for violating an order against having loud sex. Carolyn Cartwright has been married 38 years, and you know her husband's chest is sticking out. And tried to appease her neighbors by having sex in the morning, but they still complain. What a screamer. Damn. Now, those are some thin walls, baby.
It's for a banging.
Dog, is that why it's flashing on you, too? It must be time for our favorite underwater friend. It's time for Flip It.
Joe Midas, I got some stories about, loudness, but we're going to talk about that offline.
Who heard you screaming, Spitface?
All right, it's time for Flip It, while host defend the point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. Tom Terrific, he of the Brady Bunch. Peyton Manning, he of the Super Stats and one Super Bowl ring against a Bears team with who as quarterback? Aaron the Bad Man Rodgers and his Discount Double Check crew are all serious contenders for MVP, and they all play on offense. Is it time for a defensive player to be the MVP? Panel defend. J.J. Kilowatt is a great player and probably the best defensive player in the league, but he is not the league MVP. DizzieMac, the fan.
J.J. Watt is a kilowatt on the defensive end. No doubt. Hey, he is the man. J.J. Watt. But what has he been doing lately? He's been trying to play offense. That's what he's been trying to do. He's been trying to get over to the offensive side of the ball because he knows that's the only way he can even be remotely mentioned in the MVP race. So he's trying to play tight end. He's trying to get snaps on that side of the ball so he can become the next, Jimmy Graham, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten. He's trying to get up there with them. So he knows, hey, the defensive players don't get the love. The league doesn't want to see somebody making a sack, knocking down the ball. That's not exciting. But when you get into the end zone and you can show your stuff, do your end zone dance, get up and move the crowd, that's what's happening. Put that boy on offense. Give him a chance. Because on defense, he won't be the league MVP. Jennifer, can you pass me a mimosa, please?
It'd be great if we had Jennifer around. You got to get the other Shimmy Shake lady. Shimmy Shake girl looking over him like, Jennifer entertaining this week. But all right. J.J. Watt is great, but he's just not the league MVP. Midas mind the fan.
J.J. Watt is probably the baddest defensive player I've seen since maybe Lawrence Taylor. I mean, this is a big, bad boy. And he out there doing it every week. He shocks the world with another defensive player of some kind, either swatting the ball down or getting a pick. You don't see big defensive linemen rolling for 2 picks, 6 touchdowns in a single year. That's crazy. People don't get that in the career. But we're talking about Aaron Rodgers, Tom Terrific, Peyton Manning. Every offensive snap the ball hit their hand. They decide how many points go up on the board. They're not giving us a periodic highlight. J.J. Watt is great. And let me say this. Every part of the body needs another part of the body. But J.J. got to stay in his lane. Ain't no MVP when a guy out there dumping 40 to 50 touchdowns a year, driving you to where you're going. And if J.J. Watt was making that kind of impact, I would have my Texas Super Bowl. But Houston ain't there. Sorry.
Andre, J.J. Watt a bad mofo, but he is not the league MVP, the fan.
J.J. Watt, he's an excellent player, for Houston, and he's good for the team. You might give him MVP for Houston Texans, but look at the teams they played. I know they blew out Tennessee Titans, but who are the Titans? They lost to Cincinnati, but they beat Cleveland, right? So, there's really not much he has earned the respect of. They lost against Indy, so they lost even against Dallas. So, how can you put fame into a person? I'm sorry. How can you put so much fame into a person who is not really anything when it comes to football? People are not wearing jerseys, J.J. Watt. People are wearing Aaron Rodgers, Tom Terrific, it's or Kaepernick. So you can't go ahead and say, hey, you know what? We can give him the respect of giving him an MVP award because he's not in that league. He's got a superstar where ESPN's constantly putting him on there. Look at this guy. Look how great he is. And touchdowns are more important than sacks. So, that's what people pay more attention to. Sacks is just a sack. You just sip in a beer and you look, oh, somebody got sacked. But nobody really, jumps up and down for a sack. When you throw touchdowns, the whole man, the beer's flying, the popcorn's flying, carrots are flying. And that's what it's all about in football. So, I just think they're kind of overrating this individual. What do you think?
All right. Well, we've heard that offense on this side of Flip It, but you never know where these guys really gonna land on. They keep you guessing all the time. So we're gonna flip the script and we asking the panel to defend. J.J. Watt is the MVP. It's about play, baby, and value and the impact on all phases of the game. Midas mind, defend.
It's obvious this guy's the most valuable player. How can anybody else be? We have quarterbacks every year. They make a run at it every year. Somebody else on that team has to be the guy a defensive lineman getting pick sixes, turnovers, swatting balls down. Now on the offensive side of the ball, catching fades in the end zone. And did I just hear the best sports bookie in America, Andre, put together jersey sales with Tom Terrific, Aaron Rodgers, and Kaepernick? Are you from San Francisco or what? J.J. Watt, I know all the Kaepernick jersey. J.J. Watt is an MVP, baby.
All right, well, we heard the defense from Midas Mind, and we're going to flip it on over to DizzieMac. Defend. J.J. Watt is the MVP.
J.J. Watt is the MVP because look at what he's had to deal with, man. He's had to deal with double and triple teams. He's had to deal with holding down that defense. Wow. Jadavian Clowney has been out the whole. He has not done nothing. He's just a sorry piece. I mean, Spitface, I know that's your cousin, your little nephew, but he's nothing. I know it. I mean, he's down there just, whimpering and whining. But J.J. Watt has had to deal with all of that hold down defense by himself, swatting down passes, making interceptions and returns. He's even had to play both ways. What more does the man have to do to show his value to the team and impact all phases of the game? And he probably would love to take his chances at returning some punts and kickoffs because they haven't done nothing on special teams.
You trying to say the only thing he ain't done is sold popcorn up in the stand.
Well, he's on H-E-B commercials, so he's selling something. He's doing it all. He's doing everything.
All right, we're asking the panel to defend. J.J. Watt is the MVP. Andre Ramirez, he of the Savvy Tongue Sucker and ExtremeSportsPicks.com, defend.
He's actually one of probably the most lethal, players, I want to say, on defense. To give him the respect, a lot of quarterbacks actually fear this guy. I know Aaron Rodgers, there was a play earlier, I remember in 2012, 2013 highlights, when he went ahead and he pounded Aaron Rodgers and took his helmet off. His helmet just went flying. But he's the kind of guy he's unique, because he can get in there, he stacks the quarterback, and he does this little twist when he's taking the guy down. And it's not as brutal as Urlacher when he hits his people, his guys, but he gets the job done. So it's the most key thing when Texans can make their money on getting that ball off the turnover. And you really never hear of any defensive guys hit the MVP award. But, you know, he was right. You know, the other individual saying, you know, Clowney didn't step up his game. He's been hurt. And, you know, this guy came out, and this guy has just been a stud. And, you know, I think it's about time, you know, the NFL can look, you know, it's not just about touchdowns. You know, how about the guys who really, that's the key term, defense wins games. And it's a good point to talk about, you know, good defensive guys that can actually, you know, do something and be a part of. So I'm going to give all props out to J.J. Watt on this one.
All right, you heard the defense this week. I don't know if you can figure out which side they on. If you can, good. Because these boys, whoo, y'all were flipping. Man, y'all defend the indefensible. All right, on the other side of the break, we have another performance from the lovely, the scintillating, the sensual, the sensuous, the loveliest of lovelies, and she smells good too. Jeanine on Shout Out. Please stay tuned.
Credit card debt was kicking my butt. Filing for bankruptcy was not for me. I spoke with those debt consolidation people who only wanted me to keep the debt I had for what seemed like a century. A friend said, "Your debt destroyed." I said, "What?" They said, "Your debt destroyed." They said, "Contact Sharon at Your Debt Destroyed and let her team of experts eliminate your debt while building up your credit worthiness." I contacted Sharon, and she put her team to work to destroy my debt with a plan that was easy to follow and gave me and my family peace of mind. Don't consolidate your debt, eliminate your debt. Contact Sharon at yourdebtdestroyed.com or call her at 888-431-2829, extension 2.
You are listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports. It's time for Shout Out, Part 2, the picks and the finale. The music flows from around the globe to get a shout out from Spitface and the crew.
All right. We have another performance from Jeanine. And before we hear this final track here, Jeanine, what is the biggest challenge for you in getting your music heard? Because it certainly ain't the old Grumpy Radio Network.
Well, I think the biggest challenge is getting people like the mainstream to pay attention. So many things are based on popularity, based on whether you have a label deal, and the internet has leveled the playing field. So I believe that I can be heard, but I have to go around and connect with people individually. It's going to be the people that decide, not the machine. The machine only steps up to help after you've done all the work already. So I'm in the process of doing all the work. I'm happy about it. The challenge, I could take the perspective to where it's, it's harder for an independent artist to break in and get the Grammy, and there really are no excuses. If I do the work, I can have what I want. So I am totally prepared. I've been working on my career since 2002. I've been Grammy nominated since 2004, Songwriters Hall of Fame Award winner. I'm not really worried about whether or not everybody's going to hear my music because I have a while before I leave the planet, and I feel like if I'm 80 years old, I will still put on a leotard and slay people half or a third of my age. So I'm really confident.
I'm with you, Jimmy. And one of the things, I saw this old Grammy, it was a Grammys, and it's been a few years ago, and they get, they have the award for the best new artist, every year at the Grammy. And the lady who won the best new artist, she said, "Wow, I'm the best new artist after 25 years of performing."
Yes.
Yeah, as they say, it ain't a sprint. It is a marathon.
That's right.
That's right. And so many people, if they don't get the Grammy next year, they're ready to throw it away. And then, like you said, everybody want to give you money after you done already did all the darn work. And but everybody want to, and then they want to tell you what you did wrong.
Right.
Ask President Obama.
Right.
All right,
Yeah.
so we ain't going that way. We got to track the fans is waiting. I'm sitting up here looking at the crew, Andre and Midas mine and Dizzy. Keep your hands to yourself. Do not be messing with the women.
Okay.
Now, no Bill Cosby. And I said it. I love Bill Cosby, but I still said it. We ain't gonna have no question on this said unless it's about me. Because I can defend myself. Now, let's hear we got some holiday music. Let's hear Jingling Bells. DJ, roll it.
I wish I didn't have to work on Monday. I would spend the morning in your arms. Okay, baby, listen now, let me stop playing. I'm self-employed, I do what I want. I wanna make today feel like it's Christmas. For once I'm gonna wish upon a star. I'm gonna keep an open mind this season. Every day is Christmas in my heart. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Jingle it, baby, jingle bells. Go ahead, baby, jingle bells. Christmas songs, happy holidays. Sweet kisses you give me while we watch TV. Normally that's something that I never do. It's not that anything is wrong with watching TV. I'd be somewhere working if I wasn't here with you. The most valuable thing one can offer is the time, so I'm super glad. Happy holidays today and on the daily. Merry Christmas on December 25th. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Jingle bells, jingle baby, jingle bells, go ahead, baby, jingle bells. Christmas songs, happy holidays. I wish I didn't have to work on Monday, but the hustle operates on 7 days a week. You showed me that you cared enough to show up. I've been thinking that might be all that I really need. So jingle bells, jingle all the way. Jingle bells, jingle it, baby, jingle bells. Go ahead, baby, jingle bells. Christmas songs, happy holidays. I wish I didn't have to work on Monday. I would spend the morning in your arms. I wish I didn't have to work on Monday. I would spend the morning in your arms.
Woo! All right, that was Jingling Bells from Jeanine. And we're going to find out what the panel got to say. And, panel, is it getting a shout out or are we hitting the mute button? And we're going to start out with DizzieMac.
We giving that a shout out. Girl, you put a different twist to the holiday season. I would love to have you in my stocking.
Well, thank you. I'm glad. Thank you. That means a lot. I really appreciate you all listening to the song and playing it, so thank you.
All right, now we're going to move along from the stocking lover to the man. I saw Midas Mind put down the cash one more time and stop counting. Shout out or the mute button?
Purely a long lover of old school jazz and smooth soul. And that's someplace between Ella Fitzgerald and Jill Scott. I can't give it nothing but a shout out. That girl must be from Chicago.
Woo, that's right. Yeah. Chicago Soul, as listed on City Baby. Absolutely. Yes, definitely.
I can tell the Harold's chicken gleam in her eye.
That's right. All day.
But Andre, the best from the West, he got a particular listening. Is Jingling Bells your kind of Christmas tune?
Well, I've always been kind of hard on most artists when it comes to music, but my favorite season is Christmas. And, I like to sit around and drink some hot cocoa and just enjoy the fire. And watch some of the sports games, of course. I have to say that that's really, really good because that's actually a song I would probably more likely listen to if I had the CD. And, I can, maybe unwrap some Christmas gifts, and it's got that mellow tone. So it's something that, I would put, in my house and listen to. It's really good. So I'm going to give it a shout out.
All right, okay. Jeanine, you put Andre into the Christmas spirit. Now, Andre ain't drinking no hot cocoa. He might be drinking some hot nog with a little spike in it. well, wait. He might have some of that Irish cream mixed in with that hot cocoa. But now, it's the part that said, I'd rather be with, forget work on Monday. I'd rather be with, that wasn't the exact words, but that's what I took it to mean. And I'm with you, Jeanine. We could be jingling them bells. But, Jeanine, how can our listeners follow you, your music, support you, other than hearing your tracks on Old Grumpy Radio Network? How can they, let them know.
All right. Well, the first place they can find me is on Facebook at Meet Jeanine, and that's MEET Jeanine, JEANINE. That's my fan page. I also have Twitter at Meet Jeanine, and then, of course, meetjeanine.com. You can leave me a message. I'll get right back to you. I am also on cdbaby.com. If you just put in Jeanine, Jingling Bells, Thank You, or Julius and Ann's Daughter, those are the names of my albums. I can definitely be found on cdbaby.com. If you Google Sorority Records, my SoundCloud and several other music sites will come up. Or you could just call me if you want to work together. If you are interested in touring or working together in any kind of capacity, you can email me at sororityrecords@gmail.com. That's SORORITY records, RECORDS, @gmail.com.
All right, now, hey, you can be one of them folks to say, I knew her before she was the Grammy Award New Artist of the Year.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, we do thank you for being on the show today, Jeanine. You are wonderful. Now, if you'd like to be heard or have any comments, you can send your emails and tracks to panties@oldgrumpyradio.com. Hey, Jeanine, music got on the radio because, you send your stuff out here. We trying to, play you. We ain't like the terrestrial stations. We working on the network. But it is time to move to the picks. That's right. First lady ain't here, but I got instructions to pick for her, so we're going to rock it and roll it. The Steelers versus the Bengals. Midas man.
I have started Ben Roethlisberger in my fantasy football league the last 2 weeks. I got 2 losses and I'm out of the playoffs. I hate them. The Bengals.
You going with the Bengals? Okay, the Bengals. All right. DizzieMac. Steelers, Bengals.
A.J. Green will have a field day.
Bengals. All right. Okay. All right. Andre Ramirez. Steelers, Bengals.
Remember, when you're betting, But Lady Mamani never bet from the heart. And I like Pittsburgh for the blowout.
Ooh. Minus my Pittsburgh for the, it is a little bit, they're scared. The Steelers, they're scary. The Bengals, they're scary. Yeah. So I'm picking for the First Lady. That's scary. But I think I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
Oh, I'm gonna tell the place.
All right, we're gonna move to the next one. The Ravens versus the Dolphins. That's right. Flacco versus the Fish. We're going to jump right out with Midas, man.
The Ravens lost nada, but don't worry about nada. Ravens.
Not a problem. All right. We got Andre, Savvy Tongue Sucker, Ravens, Dolphins.
This is a very tough game because they're both good teams. I think the Ravens might just pull it off barely by luck. Go with the Ravens.
All right. In a tough game, Andre says the Ravens, DizzieMac.
Well, Midas put me up on something earlier. He didn't think I was listening, but I was taking notes naked here on the Bearskin rug. He mentioned the name. Steve Smith is going up top on the Dolphins and have him some tuna fish sandwiches.
The Ravens. All right. Picking for the First Lady, we're going with the home team edge. We're going with them their fish, the Dolphins. Our next game, we got the Colts versus the Browns. Andre Ramirez, how say ye?
Colts.
Colts. All right. DizzieMac, how say ye?
Well, Andre's my brother from another mother. We're going with the Colts.
All right. Midas mine, how say ye?
Spitface, the Colts going to beat the Browns so bad, we going to see Johnny football.
Ooh. All right. Okay. The Colts. Well, First Lady is going to ride with the Browns.
Wow.
All right. Our next move is the Chiefs versus the Cardinals. Minus mine, how say ye?
It's that time of the year. Time for the Cardinals to die. Chiefs.
That would be called the DizzieMac.
Man, they going into the desert and they're going to get piss slapped. Man,
okay. The mean book.
In front of them Cardinals, they're going to get Casey up in there and piss slap them and Andy Reid.
All right, let's look at Andre Ramirez. How say ye?
This is another tough game because the Cardinals got a lot of injuries. Everybody's beat up. They got no running back. They're going to run Stanton straight. It's actually one of my premium games, but my big game, I'm laying the money on the Cardinals.
Andre Ramirez is going with the Cardinals. He going with the mean Boydies. Well, Kansas City masterpiece, Angry Birds. First Lady's going to go with them their Chiefs. And our final game, the Birds versus Birds, Seahawks versus the Eagles. DizzieMac.
The Seahawks.
All right, DizzieMac, Seahawks. Midas mine.
That War Eagles Seahawk is going to go get them.
All right, another Seahawk. Andre Ramirez.
Seahawks.
Andre Ramirez going for them their Seahawks. All right, they're going for them their Seahawks. And I know the First Lady will be torn, but she's going to ride with the Seahawks too. Now, the upset game of the week. All right, we're moving into our upset games. DizzieMac, your upset game of the week.
This is going to hurt you, Ronnie B, wherever you at. I'm going with Jacksonville. Blake Bortles is going to show why Houston should have took him.
Ooh, all right. We heard from DizzieMac. All right, Midas man, your upset game.
Right before I get my upset game, please forgive me. I messed around during the show and went to meetjeanine.com and ooh wee man. It's crazy. I see a black leather tight riding on hips and Freddy Krueger fingers. The lover of the head of it, but that's a bad girl. My upset pick of the week is for Buffalo to knock off Denver.
Your upset pick, Andre Ramirez. What's your upset pick?
Yeah, it's a tough one this week. I'm going to have to go with the underdog on this one. I'm going to take the New York Jets over Minnesota Vikings. It'll be a low-scoring game, and I think the Jets will be able to hold it off and pull the upset.
All right, okay. Well, I'm looking at for the upset pick for the First Lady. We're going to go with the silver and black to beat the 49ers. No, wait. That's a homie, Frank Gore. So I can't go against a homie, Frank Gore. But that's so I have to pick another one. And so if I'm gonna pick another one, I would say that it would be the Bills to upset the Broncos.
No way.
So hanging out with the Midas man for the upset. And finally, our QB special bonus. Which QB will have the most interceptions? If you select the correct QB, a 15-point bonus. Incorrect, lose 5 points off your total. Last week it was a draw. No quarterback threw an interception. But this week, one of them going to do it. Andy Dalton, Big Ben, and Drew Luck. Minus mine. Who's your high score, your interceptor for the week?
Andy Dalton.
DizzieMac.
Big Ben.
All right, Andre Ramirez. Who's throwing the most interceptions?
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton. Okay, Andy Dalton, Big Ben. And I'm going to say that it's going to be Big Ben. It's going to be Big Ben throw a few. He throw a few. He'll throw a couple and get a couple of TDs by Big Ben. I'm going with Big Ben. Now, I don't think Andrew Luck going to throw any interceptions. But that don't mean they'll win the game. But I don't think it's going to be because he threw an interception. Now, before we go, it's time to find out what we missed this week. We did not miss a great performance from Jeanine. We didn't miss that. DizzieMac, what did you miss?
Man, I missed Yale. Stunning UConn. The defending NCAA champs on a last-second three-pointer and beat them 45-44. Woo! Upset.
All right, Andre of ExtremeSportsPicks.com. What did you miss, and what we need to know?
Well, I didn't miss much this week. We got a big week. I jumped on ahead. College basketball's here. Everybody can start making money, and I make a lot of money in totals and betting the totals. That's where all the cash is made. People say, how do you do it? You wait, and you just wait like a sniper, and you just wait for the error to come out. And they come out, and there'll be about 15 errors coming out for all the games, and you just got to pick and choose which one you want to roll the money with. And, buy my package, $200 a month. If you could bet $1,000 a game, bet $1,000 a game. Bet $100 a game, bet $100 a game. I'll build you a bankroll, a fat bankroll more money than what you can make in the stock market. My name is money. My reputation is money. And we're going to do it. Hey, another thing, too, Manny Pacquiao, he's in the news again. He wants 2/3 of the cash. Now he's being too greedy. Get it 50-50. 50-50. Be fair. Give a shout-out for that guy, Jeanine. Wonderful artist. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Midas Man, I know you didn't miss any money. What did you miss?
I missed the ticket sales for Pacquiao's last fight, which is why he can never have 2/3 or 50-50. He'll be very happy to get 35% of a $400 million case. And it'll make him more money than he made in the rest of his career messing with the real money man, Floyd Mayweather. They sold 300,000 pay-per-views, a record low. People that do fake wrestling events sell more than that. What a joke.
You heard that from the Midas Man. And now I haven't missed, but I probably will miss the selection for the college football. I will probably miss that selection. But again, I didn't miss Jeanine. And Jeanine, any final words for the fans or any shout-outs that you want to give to some people?
I would like to say hello to my parents and hi to my Facebook fans and friends that are listening. And, just basically tell everyone to check out Thank You and Jingling Bells on cdbaby.com. If you're looking for any of my records, just go to cdbaby.com/CD/Jeanine, Jeanine, and all of my records will come up on CD Baby. I'm really grateful for the opportunity to tell you guys about my music, and please keep in touch with me at meetjeanine.com or on Facebook at Meet Jeanine.
All right. Well, it's time for us to get out of here. DizzieMac.
Spitface, you never know how beautiful someone is until you see them face to face. And Jeanine, you are one beautiful lady. I tell you, beauty is flowing. Be blessed. Thank you for listening. Come back next week and have a blast. You've been listening to Panties and Sports. So let's go.